Hello guys, and welcome to tutorial number 7. So in this tutorial I'm actually going to be talking to you guys about links, and also I'm going to actually show you guys how to link to external pages, and also we're going to look at how we're going to link to a different page on our website that we're actually creating, and finally we're going to look at how we can link to the same page, but we're going to actually try to locate a text that is nowhere in our code, but we're going to actually make that text appear in the viewport by just clicking on a link. Okay, now let's actually go up to my text editor, and here you can actually see that there's no code here because I've already cleared out all the codes from the previous tutorial. Okay, so now what we actually want to do first is create a link to an external website or an external web page, and to actually do that we make use of a new tag in HTML, and this is going to be the A tag, and the A actually stands for anchor, so it is the anchor tag. So let's just go ahead and hit enter, and now we can see that Sublime actually gives us an attribute in here. So now we've got a new attribute, and what this actually does is the HTML attribute here actually tells the browser that we actually want to go to, let's say we want to go to Google, so we're going to actually have to tell the browser that we want to go to Google, and to do that we're going to have to type in the full URL of Google, and take note of what I said, the full URL of Google. You get that right? So okay, let's just go ahead and type in the full URL for Google, and that's going to be http://www then google.com. okay, so let's go ahead, and the next thing we want to do now is we've already added the link we want the external page we want to actually link to, and we've added it here. But if we save this now and jump to our browser and refresh, okay, what's going on? We actually got nothing in the browser. Alright, so that is actually because we just added in the link we actually want to go to, but what we failed to add in was what we actually want the users to click on so that it can actually take them to this particular URL here, or this web page. So for this tutorial, let's just say link to Google. Okay, so this is now the link that the user is going to click on in order to view this external page. So let's just go ahead and save that and go to our browser now, and if I refresh, okay, so now you can see we've got the link to Google appearing in our browser here. So let's just go ahead and click on this, and we're in Google. So you can see how very easy it is. After we clicked on this link, it just automatically took us to the Google homepage. Okay, so now next thing we want to actually do is see how we can actually link from our own page to another page on our website. So to do this, first thing we actually create the page we want to link to. So let's just go to file here, save as, and okay, right in this our htdocs folder we want to actually save this as save a new file. So let's just say index2, or no, okay, let's just call it page2. okay, so guys, take note here, you don't want to actually go ahead and do this and say page2. No, this is actually going to cause an error in HTML. So it's better off you just leave it off like this, or if you want to actually separate the text, you could use an underscore, but try and make sure you don't use space when naming your HTML files. So just go ahead and use page2 then .html, and let's save this. Okay, and now we're gonna have to open up that file. Open file. Okay, page2. You open that up. Okay, so actually the page just overtook the first one. So let's actually go here and open it up again. Okay, open file, open. Okay, so now we've got our two pages open up, and here this is our index.html, which has been our home page, and this is the page we're going to want to link to. So let's actually go and kind of specify the page so that we know when it's linking to this page and when it's linking back to our home page. So let's give this a header 1, and here we could say page 2, and save this. And while in our home page, let's give this also a header 1, and say homepage, right? Okay, so this is a homepage, and save that. Next thing we're gonna want to do is also change this link here. So let's change this link and say okay, go to page 2 and save this, and go to the next page and also change this link here and change it to something like okay, go to homepage. Okay, go ahead and save that, and okay, that is done. Let's take a look at that in the browser now. Okay, so we've now actually got our homepage to open up, and here it says go to page 2. And if I should click on this now, it's going to take us to Google page, because we've not actually set the where we actually want the page to go to. So we've not actually told the page where we want to go to, right? So let's actually go and do that right now. So on the index page, you want the page to link to this page 2. And let me show you guys something here. If I actually go to my PC here and let's go to XAMPP, htdocs, you can actually see here that these two files are located in the same directory. So this page 2 is actually here and this index is actually here, so the two of them are actually in the same directory. So for that reason, we can actually just go ahead here and say want to actually link to it directly. So just take this out and say just have to take the name of the file, which is page2.html. So go ahead and type that in here as page2.html. okay, go ahead and save that. Then while on this page 2, one actually tell it to link to this index page, which is page 1 or the home page. Okay, so we actually want to go in here and this name index.html, so write it in here .html. we go ahead and save that. And now, okay, if we go back to our browser and run this, it should actually do something. So let's refresh, and now if I click on this, wow, nice. So you can actually see it takes us to page 2. Well, what if I go ahead and click and go back to home page? And now you see we're back in our home page again. So that's actually how it works. So go to page 2, go back to our home page. Go to page 2 and go back to our home page. Okay, so that's okay. Okay guys, so now let's actually look at how we can actually link to the same page on our website, and we're going to try to locate content or locate a paragraph. We're going to place that paragraph in the middle of nowhere, but we're going to see how we can actually find that paragraph by just clicking on a link. Okay, to do that, let's actually go and get rid of this page here, because we're going to really be making use of this page. So let's just take out this a tag here first, and we'll actually create a body. Okay, so in this body, let's just specify and create a paragraph. And okay, so this will actually give me an opportunity to also teach you guys how to use the content filler of Sublime text. Okay, so to do this, just go ahead and type in lorem, and once you hit tab, okay, so you can actually see Sublime automatically added this whole content for us. So the content filler, this lorem ipsum content filler is mostly used by programmers. So let's say when we actually want to create a website and we don't actually know what or whoever we're creating the website for, we don't actually have an idea of what they want to actually put in the website yet. We're just trying to make our portfolio and our website feel. So we just actually add in lorem ipsum to the text to the website and make it fill the contents. So now that you know about the lorem ipsum, let's just go ahead and copy paste this a few more times. So we can actually go and say let's just take this down a little, copy this, okay, paste that, paste that, paste that, paste that, paste that. Okay, next here, let's just say create a new paragraph and say this is the paragraph we want to find, right? Okay, this is the paragraph we want to find. So let's actually go down here and add in more lorem ipsums. Okay, more lorem ipsums, more, and go ahead and save this. Okay, let's jump to our browser now and see what that looks like. Okay, so now you can see on the page we've got so much content, right? Okay, so let's go back to the text editor and see how we can actually integrate this functionality of being able to find a text on the page by just clicking on a link. So to do that, we're gonna go here and before we actually go here, okay, let's just specify the anchor tag. So we need to create that anchor tag here, and okay, so now in the space of this value, in place of this value, we're gonna actually want to put in something here, but we'll have to specify what we actually want to put there. So let's locate this text. Okay, so this is the paragraph we want to find, right? So to actually make that link actually look for this paragraph here, we have to actually specify something in this paragraph, in the tag of this paragraph. So what we're gonna do here is add in an ID. So we're gonna give it an ID, and you can see here is an attribute. So we're gonna just hit an enter, and you can actually name this any name you want. So any name you want. Let's just give it find. Okay, find, and let's go back up. So now this where is the text again? Okay, so now you see I was even looking for it. It's actually in the middle of nowhere. So okay, we're giving it an ID of find, right? So that's the name for this paragraph that we want to find. So let's go back here and come to this href. So we actually want to tell it to actually look for an ID with the name find. So actually, how we actually indicate that is by using the hash symbol, which is trying to tell the element to trying to tell the href to get the element or find the element using an ID. So actually gonna specify that using the hash symbol. Then now we want to type in find, and this find is actually the name that we specified here. So whatever name you put in here is what you're going to put after the hash symbol. So if we go ahead and put in something else, we're going to actually have to type the name in here. So for us, we gave it an ID of find. Okay, so after that, let's not forget we have to actually tell the user or type in what we want the user to click on that will actually take the user to that page. So we're going to actually go and say finder. Yeah, so this is going to be the finder. We're going to click on it, and it's supposed to actually show us the text. So we'll go ahead and save that. Go to our browser, refresh this. Okay, so now we've got the finder here, and let's see what happens when we click on it. Okay, so now you can actually see that it takes up the text we actually want to find, and it displays it at the top of the viewport. It displays it at the top of the viewport. So now we can actually see that it takes us to this text, and this says this is the paragraph we want to find, and we have actually found the paragraph, right? So we've got the paragraph we want to find. So whenever you click on this text, it's actually gonna bring this up here. So that is how you link to a paragraph or text on your website and on the same page of your website. So that's actually all I have for you guys in this tutorial. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for staying to the end of this video. That really means a lot to me. So please, if you haven't already, give this video a thumbs up if it was helpful to you. Subscribe to my channel and watch another one of my videos, and I'll see you next time.